really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bay outside and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my on some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just a. And he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Run 80.
From the gun, Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gates has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Benjamin Rivet over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Rivers. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where you come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Rivers, that's caught at the 2. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal for Rivers, and that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to...
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Lynch. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Carr. It's caught. Nelson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr gives to Marshawn. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, the run with Lynch. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Here's a give to Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Balaj. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
He's going to get it running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run for it with Lynch, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they're
looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now after the INT, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, How does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Forbath out to kick this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To throw is Rivers. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So out come the Raiders, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a play fake. Caught. And incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, you just said it, Charles. They had to be very hesitant thinking about throwing the football. That's wise. The first down throw here for Rivers. And that'll be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Ready, Delta!
Final play of the half, Rivers. It's caught to the right side, Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's Tavon Austin. He's going to go. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after him right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. And every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Here's Carr looking deep in the direction of Cook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Lynch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Well, that second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Toss play to Melage. he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Handoff comes to Lynch. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3. Rivers on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Austin. And now running right through it. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rivers now. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
637.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are...
Chargers coming hard, and they block it.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Raiders have got him. Take Carradine in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Now Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr stepping up. He's going to keep it. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 1st down Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr. Now Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Balaj. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 7:34.
To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him there. Find him. Find him.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time, able to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Rivers. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And now here come the Raiders. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Balaj. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing, Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Sturgis adds the PAT. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
6:37. You got 56 there.
Carr going to look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They run it with Balaj. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies.